Lady of Decay, the Daedra of Hunger, Goddess of the Dark and the Great Spirit. Rarely does she have strong presence in the world of Nirn, but her influence is everywhere. In the scuttling creatures, the manged hounds, and the abominations abandoned by society, who sulk in their nihilistic revulsion, she is felt by the beggars and downtrodden. The forgotten souls of the Orberus are beckoned like worms into the darkest recesses of Nirn. Her sphere of influence overlaps with Pyrite's disease, but she does not require order. Pyrite's plague cleanses the infection and heals to his order, while Namira is eternal rot and decay into nothingness, with only her to hear your anguish and lamenting. She contests with Nocturnal for the true mother of the dark, but Nocturnal was taught a harsh lesson about where her place was, and into the shadows she remained. Incapable of fully embodying the endless abyss where Namira's dark heart beats, with the doldrums of creations and endless possibilities, she continues on. The incapability of the Lord of Corruption, Molech Baal, and his quest to dominate the souls of all living, only Namira can claim to be the Spirit Queen, and all souls must eventually bow to her, and her endlessness as the final Kalpa leaves all realms to the abyss. As all were created, so too shall they perish, and into the void the long nights come. Malakath claims to be the patron of the spurned and ostracized, but even he has his limits, and only Namira claims those truly forgotten by society. For Malakath does not claim the beggars, he does not claim the plagued, he does not claim the abominations of popular and secular society. Only his chosen people, the orcs, truly seem to be part of his domain, and those who will not work for their freedom are long from his sight, while Namira takes those who have truly lost it all. In the 16 Accords of Madness, it is said that Vermina pulled the void away, and for hours each night she would reveal to Darius the most horrible perversions of nature. Men being skinned and eaten alive by each other, unimaginable beasts of many limbs and mouths, entire populations being burned, and their screams filled his every evening. For we know this is not the realm of Quagmire, this is not the realm of Vermina, this is the void, this is the world of Namira, the patron of cannibals, and the home of the most horrible things that could be imagined on Nirn and where they dwell. Many of the other surviving Daedric princes all have spheres that are influenced by mortals, or that require mortals to act upon change, corruption, or deviancy throughout the world. But Namira merely requires you to come back to her, and to come to the home of which all souls eventually dwell, because in our final moments, we are all without hope. And in those final moments, after we close our eyes, it is not Aetherius that we see, as the Ultimer would have you believe, but the void, the nothingness, Namira. Sithis, I postulate, is the direct father of Namira, and Lorkhan is her rebus. That when Azura ripped Namira from Lorkhan's heart, she split the true child of the void, and she herself killed Lorkhan in the shearing away. Azura gained her place as the Lady of Twilight, and the in-between from this forced division of Lorkhan and Namira, her guilt forcing her to fight to protect the heart of Lorkhan from being corrupted by the influence of its other half. The two hearts fueling Nirn, of which one was abused by the Dunmer for their power grab at temporary and profane divinity, while the dark heart slept in the darkness beneath Skyrim, corrupting all who tampered with it. It is my belief that the Thalmor people were poisoned with the mushrooms of Blackreach and corrupted by the dark heart's influence, turning them into blind, feral, and repulsive versions of their snow elf counterparts. A disease of the body and soul, leaving only husks to skitter around in their new home beneath the snow. For whatever the reason could the Dwemer have for poisoning the Thalmor? What other reason could they have to make what would be their new slaves into something so foul, wretched, and abandoned? And if we are to see Lorkhan as the father of this world, and the creator of this world, I believe that we are to see Namira as the mother. For who else could love the blind, the sickly, the lame, the diseased and the outcast, the scorned and absconded? Only Namira, the mother of Nern, could love the creation like their own children. She desires nothing but for you to live as though nothing else matters but your own desires and your most base sense of self, without any restrictions of societal influence, without any restrictions of moral obligation, but simply for you to exist and to die and to return to her void. And no matter what you look like, no matter what you smell like, no matter what you act like, she brings us all home to her, for we are all immaculate in the darkness. And if you couldn't quite tell, I'm setting this all up for the final piece of my theory involving Namira, and that is that she is the Night Mother, the leader of the Dark Brotherhood, and the patron of their murders. But throughout the Dark Brotherhood questline, repeatedly everybody calls Sithis the Dread Father. But who on Nern has a right to call Sithis the Father, if only the twin spirits that I claim, Lorkhan and Namira, the two sides of the same coin, the two hearts that fuel Nern, the on-beat of Lorkhan's heart, and the off-beat of the dark heart of Namira, ushering all to the inevitable end, giving and taking life in the unending cycle of life and death. So that's my video on Namira and some of my theories involving her. It's been a little while since I posted a video, so I thought it might be time to post one about her, and Namira is my favorite Daedric prince, possibly as an outlier to society myself. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you enjoyed the content, please like, subscribe, share it with your friends, share it with anyone you'd like within the Elder Scrolls community. Thank you for being here, and have a wonderful day.